Now, the SEC title game was just the personification of a DJ Khaled ad-lib. Another one between Bama and Georgia, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Number 3 against number 9, including this game. 12 of the last 14 SEC titles have been decided between these two teams. And in a scoreless effort early in the first quarter, a blocked punt might have turned the tide in favor of the Dogs. Cole Spear able to get back there, lay a hand on it. Justin Williams would recover. Kalen DeBoer can't believe it, and the Bulldogs are in position to cash in. And they would do so. Gunnar Stockton off the play action look finds Roderick Robinson the second for the easy score. Georgia up 7-0 after the EP. Ensuing Alabama possession, Todd Simpson trying to pick up the first down but gets picked off by Dalen Everett. Interception returned well into Bama territory. You'll see on the replay. Ball thrown behind him. KJ Bolden gets a hand on it. Second quarter now, Georgia driving after the interception. Stockton with time finding Dylan Bell in the end zone. His second touchdown pass. Georgia up 14-0, and Kirby Smart likely trying to hold on for dear life against Bama. Third quarter action now, second and goal for the Dogs. Nate Frazier, outside zone, look where the lead is easy money. He gets in untouched. Georgia now piling it on up 21-0. In the fourth quarter, Bama would try to respond. 3rd and 10 from the Georgia 23. Jeremy Bernard through traffic, makes a move, uses the pick by the umpire in the middle of the field and gets into the end zone. 21-7 your score. 8:17 left now in the fourth. Bama still trying to mount that comeback. Simpson looking towards the sideline on 4th and 2. High and wide is the throw. Turnover on downs. And on the ensuing Georgia drive, it's Stockton to Zachariah Branch, who had himself a day. He rolls into the end zone. Georgia rolls to their second straight SEC championship, but it was Kirby's first over Bama.
They've responded in the face of so much adversity, so much criticism, and they just kept getting better and better. A couple of them just told me they want to go back and practice tonight. They said they want to get out there tonight and get a bloody Tuesday when we get back home. That's the kind of mentality this team has. They want to practice some more. They want to practice some more. They love contact, and we love them.
And if this game applies to and takes away from our resume, I don't think that's right. I really don't. I think the precedent's been set, and I don't know how you can go into a conference playoff game when you're the number 1 seed and did all these things throughout the year, and playing in this game against one of the top teams in the country as well. How that can hurt you and keep you out of the playoff when, again, we've done what we've done all year.
Well, DeBoer making a verbal case for the Tide making the CFP, but Heather Dennis is here to decide if they made their case on the field. With today's result, Heather, a 21-point win for the Dogs in a revenge game of sorts, how will the committee assess this Bama resume in its entirety?
Well, a lot of people outside of the committee meeting room have been really focused on the debate between Miami and Notre Dame and that head-to-head. But inside the selection committee meeting room, all season long, one of their biggest debates has been between Notre Dame and Alabama. They flipped them last week. This week, I think you can see them flip again. And Notre Dame could be the number 9 team and Alabama could be their number 10 team, and they would both be the last 2 at-large teams in this year's field. Now, Alabama played poorly. Everyone saw it. The committee was there watching it. They have a loss to Florida State. So it is possible that they ding them and drop them lower to that 11 spot. That would put Miami and Notre Dame in the field together. But I think the selection committee will consider the fact that Alabama has a regular season win on the road against the SEC champs.
It is interesting, to say the very least, how the committee will process the entirety, again, of that Bama resume. We will soon see. But stick around for us, Heather. We got plenty more to get to you with. Obviously, that Tide team will be the topic du jour for the CFP Sunday. We'll have more thoughts from plenty of folks, including Kirk Herbstreit, later on SportsCenter.
The Crimson Tide, the number 3 Bulldog, flipped the script and put on a dominant performance in the SEC championship game in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. By securing their second straight SEC title, the Bulldogs finished 12-1 and likely secure the top 4 seed. I think they're going to be the number 2 seed. That's me personally, but neither here nor there. Maybe they leave Ohio State at 2, but I think they're going to be number 2. It's the first time Georgia's won back-to-back SEC championships since Herschel Walker led the Bulldogs to 3 straight in 1980-82. They won the national championship in 1980 over Notre Dame, and then they lost a couple of them in the way. I think they lost in 81 and 82. I think they lost in 82 to Penn State, if I'm not mistaken. And what you were talking about, Ocho, do you realize Alabama ran the ball 16 times for -3 yards, Ocho?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, statistically, you look at the stats and you don't look at the scoreboard, you know Alabama lost this game. You know they lost this game. Tyler Simpson was 19 for what? 39, 1 TD, 1 interception for 212. But you look at everything else statistically, you know they lost this game. It's no way they won that game. And Georgia was dominant in all 3 phases of the game. All 3. Defense, offense, hell, special teams. I'm surprised Alabama even was able to get 7 points tonight.
Yeah, based on and again, returners. You see Alabama returners. You put your heels at 10. If the ball goes over your head, you're like, Coach, I'm at the 10.
Let it go.
How you feeling? You fair catching a punt like you doing something special at the 5. You fumble it, and now you got the ball at the 3.
Stuff like that costs you, huh? Stuff like that costs you. At every level, you know you put your heels on the 10. Anything that goes over your head or past that, you let go. You wave everybody ass off to get out the way, and you let the ball go. If they happen to touch the ball inside the 5 before it crosses, that's not on you. That's not on you.
Yeah, look. Georgia looked like the superior team. They played like the superior team. I don't think. Look, there's no amount of money. There's no amount of odds you could have given me to take Alabama, based on what I've seen Alabama playing like the last month. So there's no way. Looking at how Georgia has played the last month, looking at how Alabama has played the last month, you'd have been a fool to take Alabama to be. And I get it, man. That's what we do, and the record. Look at what we've done to Georgia in the last. I get all of that. All of that. But normally, when you're doing this to Georgia, you're playing well going into that game. Y'all not playing well. And you hadn't played well for a month. Ty Simpson has not played well for a month. That running game has been bad all year.
Yes.
There's only your defense is only going to be able to withstand so much.
That's it.
But Gunnar Stockton, 20 of 26, 156, 3 touchdowns. They ran the ball 41 times for 141 yards. I mean, it was just a complete demolition. They sacked Stockton 3 times. They pressured him numerous times. Georgia's going to have to fight. Alabama's going to have to fight a running game. They got to, Ocho. Look.
Well, hey, hold on. It's too late now. You talk about finding the running game right now? This late? Well, you got to get you a back. Jahmyr Gibbs ain't walking through that room. Jahmyr Gibbs is not walking back. Trent Richardson not walking back through that room. Mark Ingram is not walking back through that room. So if you're gonna find one, you're gonna have to find someone special. You got to go get him. You got to take him somewhere else. The type of back that Alabama needs right now is not out there. I don't.
Well, not on the. No, he's not. I don't know. The guy that we had come on that came on with us, he broke his jaw. He has some elusiveness.
Yes.
He has some speed.
Yeah.
But these other guys, man, and the receivers today.
Hey. Our boy dropped the good one, man. Went right through his hand, man.
Jeremy Bernard, he did. He dropped it. Hey, well, okay.
Oh, now I'm talking about Ryan too. Ryan dropped the good one right through. It went right through his hands a little bit.
Ain't no little bit, Ocho. I mean, I don't look. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, before the NIL and guys wasn't making money, we'd give him grace.
Right.
He's a professional. He just have to be in college, but he's making money. He's making $4 million. Right. He's making $2.5 to $3 million a year. There's a level of expectation that comes along when you get paid. Ain't no more where he young. I bet his bank take direct deposit. He ain't too young to have a checking account. He ain't too young to have a banking account. I get it, Ocho. He's 18 years of age. But you can't convince me that this something is not either something's physically wrong or emotionally wrong with this young man. Yeah. It started towards last year, Ocho. But this precipitous drop, Ocho, I don't even recognize it. And half the time he ain't not even on the field, Ocho.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, I don't know anybody at Alabama. I don't. And most of the time I've watched him on film. I think about what he did last year, and I watched some of the highlights before Alabama played today, and I watched what he did last year. And every week it was like, what the hell? And what it reminded me of is the excitement that Randy Moss, the excitement that Peter Ward brought to the game of college football, because it's the type of player, it gave you that experience like people had that lived in Atlanta when Michael Vick was playing. When he has the ball in his hands, or when the ball is in his hands, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. Something special going to happen. So to have that excitement from him last year, and then this year it looked the way it does, himself. I don't really understand what that's not just a drop, That's not just a drop in just production. It just, something is wrong, and I don't think it has anything to do with football. It has to be something off the field. It has to be something off the field, because last year, there was a conversation that to be had whether he was the best receiver in college football outside of Jeremiah Smith. It was 1 and 2. It was 1 and 2, and it wasn't even close as far as anyone else is concerned. I don't know what it is, man. But that's somebody, to tell you the truth, he's so great, he's so special at such a young age. That's somebody I would love to have some type of impact on when it comes to playing the game itself.
Well, I hope you can get in touch with him, or his people reach out to you. I'm surprised. And maybe they have reached out to someone other than yourself. Yeah. Obviously, no one has reached out to me. But maybe he does have a mentor or mentors. Maybe he has someone that he can talk to or bounce things off, or whatever he's going through in his life at this current time, Ocho. That I hope that he gets that resolved. But this is not the kid that we saw last year. And the thing is now that we judge these kids differently, because we know they're the top level kids, the Jeremiah Smith, the Arch Mannings, the Ryan Williams, these guys, we know that it's not just, you're just not getting books. You're not getting just tuition and room and board. Yeah. And so there's a level of expectation. The more you make, the more expected of you. That's what any life. We're not just talking about professional athlete. That's any job. Whatever your job is, the more you make, the more is expected of you. So I'm just surprised. Kalen DeBoer said the number 9 Crimson Tides are deserving of a spot of the college football playoff, saying that a conference title game loss shouldn't be punishment. If this game applies to take away from our resume, I don't think that's right. I really don't. I think the precedent's been set, and I don't know how you can go into a conference playoff game when you're the number 1 seed and did all these things throughout the year, and playing in this game one of the top teams in the country as well, and how that can hurt you and keep you out of the playoffs when, again, we've done what we've done all year. But you look bad over the last month, Coach. You're right.
I have another question. Now, I hear what Coach is saying and making his argument on why they should be in there. You shouldn't be penalized for playing in a game this magnitude, obviously an extra game. But will the committee also take strength of schedule into consideration, as opposed to everyone else's else's schedule?
At the strength of schedule, they played Georgia twice. They look at where Vanderbilt's ranked. They played Oklahoma.
Right.
They played Tennessee.